Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of whatever this is right here on Night Owl Video. Today, I'm doing my first attempt at going out into the real world to a thrift store and seeing what cool things I can find. I'm sitting in my car outside of my apartment and just getting ready to take off. So I'm going to go to Value Village and I don't know, we'll see. I had said in previous videos that like a lot of the thrift stores I go to, they're really small. So it'd be really hard for me to like talk with people standing right beside me. I just don't know how that whole dynamic's going to work. So this is kind of a test to see how this works. I did do a couple of tests around my apartment, just kind of pretending I was at a store just to get the vibe, you know, and see how the camera works and the shakiness and all that. So this is going to be an experiment. Hopefully it works out and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But that's it for the intro. So let's go see what we can find. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, guys, I've arrived at Value Village. And so we're going to go in and see what we can find today. As I said in the intro, this is my first video doing this kind of thing. So I'm pretty nervous, to be honest. I don't know what to expect. If people will be weird or if staff will tell me to stop filming, but I'm going to go. I probably won't go my routine way because my routine way is very like, I have like a very linear way that I do things. As far as like what I look at first and that kind of thing. So I might kind of do like a roundabout way and then we'll just see how it goes from there. But stay tuned. Let's go inside and see what we can find. All right, guys. So we're inside Value Village now and I'm in the photo department. Over here is like some suitcases and some sporting goods, and down here is the stereo equipment. Sometimes you can find VCRs in here, but usually it's just really crappy like Blu-ray players with no remotes. Some keyboards. Down here is some more stereo equipment. There's a little tiny DVD player. I think I actually used to have that model. So you can get that for $6.49 here at Value Village in Canada. Let's see what else we can see. I'll try to not smack my lips. I notice I've been doing that again lately. It's probably just nerves. There's some kind of rig there. Look at that old heater. Interesting. Down on the bottom is a bunch of printers. But I know you guys really aren't here to see all this garbage. There's some wires. I keep meaning to check the remote section to see if I can find any remotes for my VCR, because I have to get up and use the oh my gosh, look at this thing. $10. That's quite cool. I actually have this one here. I actually have that one. That's kind of cool though. It's the case is a little beat up, sorry. But anyway, let's carry on to the movies. There's music blaring as well, so I don't know if that'll affect the copyright business, but let's go down and look at the physical media now. Typically, ooh, I see some good things already. Typically, this is the physical media section here. Typically, it's not restocked until Tuesday, so I don't know how much we'll find, but I'm taking you on a very long roundabout way to get there because there are people, so I will come back. So finally, it's kind of quiet here. I'm at the DVD section. I'm just looking to see what they have. Corner gas, of course. Classic. Canadian. I don't know if that's one. I have the Burbs on Blu-ray. I don't know about Money Pit, if that's one I actually like. Like I said, normally they restock on Tuesdays, so there may not be a lot here today. To see it's weirdly busy here today, so I don't know. I think maybe some people may come out on Monday morning thinking they're going to find things, but that is probably not the case. But sorry for my shakiness. This is my first time filming these, so you guys are probably at home yelling at me because I'm overlooking something cool. Degrassi, more classic Canadian. Here's an HD DVD. Torah Secrets. Okay. Short Circuit 2. I don't have that one. Kind of a fun movie. More Corner Gas. Here's the VHS section. Usually don't see much here. Lately, anyway. Sometimes there's occasionally some interesting things, but generally I think most of the stuff's being picked over, so bunch of Quantum Leaps. Over here, oh yeah, we already looked at that stuff. Down here is the compact discs. Let's see here. If there's anything. Usually I check the ends of the rows because that's where they put the new stuff. Sorry about my finger. Sorry. But yeah, usually I don't see much in that section. Sometimes I go around here to where they put like graphic novels and things, so we can see if there's anything down here. Ooh. Okay, I'm back. There's a lot of people around, which I don't know how other YouTubers do it. If they just say whatever and just do it, but here's all kinds of Babylon 5 DVD sets, which I've never seen that show, so I don't know anything about it. But like I said, I usually check the ends of the aisles because that's usually where they put the newer stuff, but again, I'm here really early, so they probably won't restock until later. Cassette tapes I usually check. Here's a classic 80s one, Taco. I was looking at this one last week. Marvin Gaye's Greatest Hits. It's got a cool Motown sound. These ones haven't changed in quite a while. These are all the same ones that were here last week. I was also looking at this Ventures Greatest Hits, but I have that one already. But yeah, generally we don't get a lot of stuff in here, so the vinyl has been all thinned out, as you can see. So that means they're probably got a big load of records coming in, so they'll probably restock that later. But yeah, I don't really see much here today. Over here I usually check the horror novels and things like that to make sure there's no cool like old horror books, but over here on the end is the kids VHS, so I usually check that to see if there's any cool stuff. Sometimes I look for like Power Rangers or other things like that, but the one cool thing I saw here today was these things, which are the Batman TV series, the season sets. I have a couple of these at home, but I can't remember which ones I have, so I did check the quality of this one, and the discs are like minty, so I might have to do a double check and see if I can remember the covers of the ones that I have at home, but other than that, I don't really see much else. So yeah, I'm going to check those ones and see if I can remember which ones I have, and if I don't have any of these, hopefully I can grab. I think I'm missing volume 2, but we'll see.
So anyway, I decided to forego the Batman animated series ones. I don't remember which ones I've got and which ones I don't. So I'm over here in the toy section now, looking at some cool dinos, and there's a cool elephant. Yeah, I didn't really see much in the way of physical media today, which I said like later if I came, I'd probably find more cool stuff. But I usually do come down in the toy section, kind of look around and see what I can see if there's any cool like vintage toys or anything. This section is usually kind of a mess, and I don't feel like reaching in and touching anything because it looks nasty. And then I usually check like the bag figures. I never see anything really cool. I'm always on the hunt for like old like 70s toys, but again, I think much like the records and things like that, things have been picked over, and there's just not a lot left to get. And I'm also not a toy person per se, so I don't know what's worth money and what's not. So that's kind of the overview. I don't know how this video turned out because I'm not checking it as I go, but there's one final section I will go to. I guess Monday mornings is kind of like a gathering place for people that are bored. Maybe they meet up and have coffee or something like that, but this is definitely a different experience for me. I'm not used to this, and I feel really self-conscious, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we'll see. The last place I check usually is the glass showcase, because that's where they put the quote-unquote good stuff. So I usually do a quick scan of that to see if there's anything worth grabbing. I don't know if I told you my $50 Tom Waits Records story here a while ago, but yeah, they tend to overprice stuff really bad, so I will take a long roundabout way of getting there. I'm really hoping this is salvageable at least. I don't usually look at like baseball caps and stuff like that, so, but right around the corner is the glass showcase, so I'm gonna wait until there's nobody there and then I will film some of that. Okay, so I'm here at the glass showcase. I don't really see much. There's the Bewitched Complete series there for $40 for some reason. I don't know why. There's a Kiss record. There's a Darth Maul piggy bank, I believe. There's some more vinyl down there, but yeah, not much here really. What are those things? I remember those vaguely. Are they Maoshishis? I don't know. There's a collection of average crappy knives. But yeah, that's mainly my whole Value Village store. Let me know if you saw anything that I missed, but usually, like I said, I usually come here on Tuesday afternoons because that's usually after they restock and stuff like that. But that's it for today, I guess, for this store anyway, so I'll see you in the next one.
Well, guys, I'm back in the car. Again, I don't know how any of this footage is turning out, so I'm hoping there's some salvageable stuff, but yeah, I didn't see much in there. There was a couple of these Batman TV series that I do want to complete that series, but I bought a couple of, gosh, this is really shaking. I bought a couple of seasons a couple of years ago, and to be honest, I've never watched a single episode. I watched some on streaming, but so do I really need those? Probably not, but and I'm not really a completionist, so I'm not too worried about having every single season, but when I see them like that and the discs are really nice, I do kind of think, but I'll probably get home and, well, I will get home and see what seasons I'm missing, and I'm sure one of those, or maybe two, are ones that I'm missing, but other than that, I didn't really see much. This was an experiment because Monday mornings I figured it would be kind of like a little quieter, but as it turns out, a lot of people apparently go out on Monday mornings to go thrifting, so maybe I'll wait till later in the week and do another one and see what what stuff I can find and if it's not as crazy. But it's kind of weird. It's like I'm so used to doing videos in my room and my apartment, and to be out and then people are overhearing what you're saying, I'm just really super self-conscious. But I will go to another store just quickly and see if I can do any filming there. It's a well, it's a charity shop actually. This is Value Village we were just in, but I will go to this smaller charity shop. It usually doesn't have much, but I figured while I'm out and about and experimenting, it would be fun to maybe go check them out. So I will be back momentarily. Well, just like that, guys, I'm back home. I ended up going to that other thrift store, but I didn't end up finding anything. They did actually like do a pretty good restock at that other store, but it's a really, really tiny place. And if like the place where you look at the DVDs, it's just like this really narrow hallway basically. And so if anyone wants to get past you, it's like super tight, and it was just way too awkward to film in there. So unfortunately I didn't get any more footage, but I did have a look around, didn't find anything else. So with the exception of those Batman DVD sets, I didn't really find anything today. Like I said in the previous clips, Monday morning is not typically a time I would go. I just wanted to do this as an experiment. But Tuesdays is usually like the good day. That's when they usually do like most of the restocking. And I think Tuesdays is also Seniors Day at my Value Village, so they probably do a lot of restocking for the seniors coming in because it's usually pretty busy on Tuesdays. So I might try and go back again at a different time and see what it's like, and maybe there's less people or maybe there's more cool stuff to be had. But honestly, guys, it's kind of a weird time to start doing this because the thrifting is not what it used to be. Even like 5 years ago when I started, I used to come out of that Value Village with so much good stuff, like just stacks of cool stuff. And now I go in, I rarely find much at all. Most days I leave empty-handed, honestly. So a channel that I watched at the beginning of the pandemic, which kind of inspired me to do this channel, was a channel called Cinema Sickness with a guy named Dave. And I was really inspired by his channel, and it's what me got kind of started on this one. But I noticed even he, like last year, the year before, he was like, I got to switch gears because he was going to thrift stores every day and just not finding anything. And I'm kind of in that same boat now where it's like not really seeing much. And I was looking ahead at the slate of like Blu-rays and DVDs for the new releases. I really don't see much coming out that I actually want anyway. So as far as doing like new Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video at like Walmart or something, it's probably just not going to happen. But there are a few other spots that I do go to occasionally that I might be able to do some videos. But I guess basically this was an experiment. I probably won't do it a lot, but who knows? Maybe I think I was so nervous today doing that footage, like so self-conscious, as I mentioned in the video, but maybe I'll overcome that and I'll get more confident and maybe be able to do a bit more like monologuing while I'm filming. But yeah, it's a weird time. It's a weird time. So I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Hopefully it turned out okay, watchable. I know sometimes I was a little shaky with the camera, but is like I said, it was an experiment. So yeah, kind of a bummer that I didn't find at least one thing. Those Batman sets were cool, but in the long run, I'm just asking myself, do I really need those? Like, I can watch that series on streaming. I'm just getting to the point where I'm like, A couple of years ago, I had said to my roommate and my friend at the time, I said, maybe I'll just buy like one or two like boutique Blu-rays a month and just do reviews on them, and instead of like buying all these like kind of okay movies, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of wasting my money. And so I might do that, or I might consider doing that again. Or there might just be bigger gaps between my thrifting hauls where it's like it might take me a while to build up enough stuff to actually do a video. But anyway, I hate the saying, it is what it is. Tracy, if you're watching, it is what it is, but it isn't what it isn't. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you. God bless you. Take good care of yourselves. Leave in the comments below what you thought. Suggestions for me for filming out in the wild. I definitely like watching other YouTubers. I've gotten like a lot of like knowledge and like sort of ideas of how to do it. So I think I did pretty good, but I'll get better with time. I'll get better with time. Yeah, and in the meantime, I'll be doing movie reviews and things like that. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for the meandering rant, but until next time, I will see you at the video store or the thrift store or just out and about somewhere. But until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.